I'm Jason Charles, and I'm a prepper. What that means is I prepare for disasters. I've been prepping for about 8-9 years now. With that comes all the gear that you see around me. Being a first responder during 9/11 down at the World Trade Center taught me that you have to learn how to adapt to a disaster scenario. Meaning you can't have the disaster happen in front of you and you're sitting there with your mouth open. You have to learn how to adapt and move forward. The most basic thing a prepper needs is food, water, and some sort of communication. This is my prep closet, or otherwise known as my end of the world closet. And in here we have long-term foods, medical supplies, tactical vests, just in case we need to wear them on the way out. And somewhere in here we have an extra raft, just in case we have to go across the river because the bridges are down or whatever it is. When we started prepping, the kids were young. They were babies, so they really got used to it. They know about camping and things like that, and they keep it fun. I don't make it, military restricted and, throw a flashbang in their room and like, what are you gonna do now? Like crazy like that. But this is the norm for them.
I like that my dad's a prepper because he knows everything about what's gonna happen, and if he didn't know about it, we wouldn't know anything to do, like how to protect ourselves or anything like that.
No matter what the situation is, the kids know what they have to do if we're going to leave, if it gets that bad, which is bugging out. When you're bugging out, you need somewhere to go. And somewhere to go is the forest. That's where you want to go to hide. You can keep yourself hidden from a lot of people in a wilderness area. So if something was going down and I had to get out of the city, this is the traffic I would be stuck in. But this traffic would almost be at a standstill, so I would most likely be walking now. We would have drove as far as we could, we would get out of the car and walk. First thing you do when you get to a wilderness area, if you're pitching camp for the night, you scout the area really quick. You do a 1/4 mile radius walk. And then after that, you start building your shelter. You set it up between 2 healthy trees so that you know it's not going to collapse on you. And you also look up to make sure that there are no branches hanging off. Right, then you're gonna build your fire. You throw a few pieces on at a time and then you wait. And after your fire is built, now you can start going through the numbers of what you're going to do exactly. You're going to think about your next plan of action. Are you going to keep moving? You're going to stay there for another day. These are the little things that you have to put together in your head when you're bugging out.
We look up to our dad because he's a firefighter. He's a prepper. He cooks for us. He's a lover. We know that because he's our father.
I think people who don't prepare are naive. This is an insurance policy. To the naive, I say it doesn't hurt to get a couple of supplies in your home. There's not much more I can say. Either you're gonna wake up or you're gonna stay asleep. It's your choice.